Well, I'm absolutely delighted now to be joined by Chief Paul Williams from Springfield, Missouri. Chief, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Thank you for taking time to talk to us today.
You bet.
Now, we're talking about efficiency. We're talking about doing more with less. But let's start right at the beginning. I mean, kind of how is it financially now for police forces in the U.S.?
You know, I think we're experiencing some recovery. For example, my agency, we are still not back to our 2008 budget levels, but the last 2 years we've had small increases, so we're starting to get some back. But you know, we're still experiencing that level of those cuts we made in 8, 9, and 10 when the economy went down. So slow incremental increases, but certainly not back to where we were in the past.
So how are you adjusting to what people call the new normal, don't they?
It's exactly right. It is the new normal. We're not going to get back to those levels anytime soon, I don't think. So it's forced us to be, I think, smarter about what we do, certainly making the most effective use of our resources and being efficient. And as we gain resources back, either equipment or personnel, I think we need to reevaluate where they were. You know, we had frozen positions, and as those have been restored on the sworn and non-sworn side, I don't just automatically plug those back in, because now is an opportunity, I think, to look at that and see, are we doing things the best way we can?
Let's look at that opportunity, if you like. Give us some examples of where you've been smarter with resources.
I think in two ways. One, technology. You know, technology is great, but you can't just take that and apply it to a manual process and go, well, now we're better. There really has to be a benefit to that. So using technology to deploy resources, make sure the personnel in the right place at the right time, trying to be predictive and preventative in our interaction about crime, and trying to make sure we're in the right place, and then passing that on to our citizens, making it a little more transparent and letting them know what's going on in their neighborhood. The second way is you know, deploying resources, being efficient, but also looking at where we're using those people. We've civilianized a number of positions over the last few years. We're making better use of volunteers, because there are things that we can't do now that we used to be able to do, and it was common to just put a police officer in that position. So I think that's a positive of what we've been doing, and using technology to do that, analyze our jobs and where we're doing things and how we're doing them, and make sure that then when we create that position or change that position, that it's fitting with what we want to do.
So let's talk about the community. How is involving the community making you more efficient?
I think that's the essence of all of this. You know, community policing is really universal in the United States now, and engaging people in the community has really been the onus has been on law enforcement. We go out and engage, and we're out there, and we're getting connected to our community. But what I think we need to do is flip that around and say, now it's time for the community to really partner with us in crime prevention and working to make our community safer. So less reactiveness from 911 calls and proactiveness from crime prevention, but really a coactive environment where we're really working together. And I think that has been a benefit of this, in that we're not asking the community to help us, help them from becoming victims of crime.
Well, Chief, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Glad
you
to be
very
here.
much. Thank you.